Hello and welcome to Black Money Daily, economic news from our point of view. We release a podcast every weekday at lunchtime, so don't forget to subscribe. And now, here's the news. Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin have reached an agreement on the Democrats' language for a national COVID testing plan. A Treasury Department official familiar with the matter said that the language of the plan will be shared on Friday, which is today. Having proper COVID testing would help the community immensely because we suffer more, both economically and physically, when we get this illness. In addition, the source said that the pair, again, both Pelosi and Mnuchin, continue to negotiate on a new stimulus package, and the staff for both will exchange language over several areas for review. Pelosi's Deputy Chief of Staff, Drew Hamill, noted that Mnuchin indicated that President Trump would weigh in with Senate Majority Leader McConnell should an agreement on a stimulus package be reached. Amazon says third-party sellers made more than $3.5 billion from Prime Day. This is an increase of nearly 60% compared with last year, and a record for the small and mid-sized businesses that make up their marketplace. The company, which does not disclose total Prime Day sales, said third-party sellers' Prime Day sales grew even more than Amazon's retail business. This year's Prime Day was out of the ordinary, as the coronavirus pandemic forced Amazon to push back the marquee event from mid-July to October. The timing means that the holiday shopping season will kick off earlier than ever, and other major retailers have followed Amazon's lead and began to discount their promotions this month. Third-party sellers are of growing importance to Amazon, accounting for about 58% of the company's total merchandise sold. The mega sale is expected to help the company report a record fourth quarter, which, combined with the holiday sales rush, is expected to exceed $100 billion in quarterly revenue. Amazon isn't the only company showing increases in retail sales. A CNBC report stated that retail sales post big gain in September as consumers show unexpected strength. Consumers spent at a much faster pace than expected in September, with retail sales rising 1.9%, in a sign that the U.S. economy's biggest driver remains healthy. Clothing and accessories led the gains. Sporting goods, music, and books also did well. Electronics and appliances was the only major sector that was negative. Today's show is sponsored by the 10K Project. We have an upcoming event. If you want to reinvent yourself financially for 2021, then you need to come on Monday, October 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where we have a guest, Mr. Marvin Powell, who is coming to talk with us about how we can do this. Visit the10kproject.com to register. There is no charge to attend. Black-owned bank One United reached a milestone of 100,000 customers. To keep up with its large customer base, One United Bank has also agreed to a new partnership with Green Dot to deposit cash on the go in over 100,000 locations nationwide, like Walmart and CVS. One United also announced a new service coinciding with its customer growth. The company introduced the new, quote, cash to your card service that gives customers access to an additional 90,000 locations. This adds to the bank's ability to service every customer nationwide. Terry Williams, the president and COO of One United Bank, said in a press release, open quote, "Our customer base continues to grow rapidly, and we have expanded access and now have over 100,000 locations to better meet their needs. Importantly, we're on our way to fulfilling Black America's long-held dream of organizing our spending power to create social and economic equality in our society," close quote. Medicare open enrollment has arrived. From now through December 7th, you can make changes that take effect starting January 1st. While you are not required to do anything, your 2020 coverage would continue next year, generally speaking, if you take no action. It is worth checking to see if there is a more cost-effective option that suits your circumstances. You don't want to go to the pharmacy in January and discover a drug you've been paying $40 for is now $400. So experts are suggesting you review your coverage immediately. On our podcast, every Friday is Family Friday. Many people filed their taxes yesterday, which was tax day for those who filed an extension. Now that your taxes are filed, experts are suggesting that you take time to review your tax position. We suggest scheduling a meeting with your tax professional now while it's a bit slower for him or her. It could save you a few extra bucks next year and beyond. Here are a few items you should consider during your meeting with your tax professional. Number one, your tax return is a checklist for you. Figure out how many options you have to reduce your tax liability and learn to play the game. Number two, take a look at your 2019 Form W-2 and work with your financial advisor or tax professional to determine whether it makes more sense to stash more cash into your retirement accounts or so-called cafeteria plan benefits like your health savings account. The benefit is twofold. You're banking on future expenses, but you're also trimming your tax bill in the immediate term. Number three, review your withholdings on your W-2. And number four, consider charitable donations in the next couple of months. Charities are struggling right now for donations, and depending on your tax situation, it could be a win-win for both you and the charitable organization. So that's today's podcast. We'd love to hear your comments about today's topics. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend or two about Black Money Daily.